everyone, my name is Chris and I'm back with another reading for you guys. And today we'll be looking at who is your future spouse. I'm keeping it fairly open about who they are. I don't have like a list of questions that I'll be asking or anything like that. We'll just see what comes through. Really different energies for each pile. So it's probably best that you pick a pile, like one pile for this group. I mean, unless you're really drawn to, for this reading of this group, unless you're really drawn to more than one pile, then of course go ahead. But definitely different energies from each group. So we'll just start with the pile picking section immediately. So for pile number 1, you guys have the alignment card, which is the Elevate crystal, number 47. That's pile number 1. And your crystal is the Peach Moonstone. So that's pile number 1. Pile number 2, you guys have the Heart Protection card, which is number 7, Pink Fluorite. That's pile number 2, and your crystal is the Lavender Quartz. Lavender Quartz for pile number 2. And for pile number 3, you guys have the Nature Cycles card with the Malachite pentagram here, and your crystal is some sort of agate. I don't know if it's like a lace agate or what, but it's an agate. So that's pile number 3. So just pick your pile, pick your card, and I shall meet you in your reading. You can go to the timestamps in the description or the comments below to see exactly where you need to go if you're not starting with group number 1. So as always, you guys, if something doesn't resonate, if something triggers you, makes you upset, then that just means it's not your pile. It's not that deep. No worries at all. Just pick another pile, pick another reading, whatever you feel like doing. It's your time. You do what you want with it. But this is a general reading on YouTube, so always keep that in mind, okay? And again, if I'm describing a person that you wouldn't really imagine yourself being with, no worries at all. It's just not your pile. That means so not everything is going to resonate with each and every one of you, because like many people are watching this. So hi, pile number 1, whoever chose this Peach Moonstone and the alignment card, this is your group. So you guys have the Elevate alignment card. I want to see what this crystal is used for, because I've never heard this crystal before. I'm not going to read from the whole guidebook. I don't feel called to do that today, because then it just kind of gets a bit dragged out with me channeling. So it's the crystal of alignment, independence, centeredness, and it's mixed with this particular card here. It's also mixed with onyx, black tourmaline quartz, and citrine. The rest of the crystals are very well known to me, so fair enough for that. You could be 47 years old. Your future spouse could be 47 years old at the time of this reading. So that's math. So that's 11. So it's a master number as well. So you've been seeing a lot of 1111s recently, or just number 11s. That's also like a symbol of union, of, well, what they like to call twin flames. I just call them soulmates, right? But essentially it's a very good omen for this group, because it shows me that you are in alignment with your future spouse and you're mirroring each other completely. So essentially what I'm going to describe today about who your future spouse is going to be somebody like similar to you, if that makes sense. They're cautioning me to look at the colors here. Now the color is very like beige. Beige and gold, brown. A lot of protection energy. They're also cautioning you to up your protection if you haven't already recently, but you are being called to do this. Smoky quartz could be significant at this time in general. Just look up the properties of smoky quartz and maybe purchase it if you haven't already. It's very easily available in most crystal shops, and try and support local businesses where you can as well. I always encourage people to do that. But yeah, if you work with crystals, then smoky quartz, black tourmaline, Ilvite, or whatever it's pronounced, that's not a really common crystal, I don't think. So no worries if you don't have it or anything like that. It's more like a lot of like quartz energy here and a lot of black tourmaline energy here. So a lot, and of course onyx. So yeah, protection is needed at the moment, especially when it's all like kind of linked in a circle here. It's like a circle of protection for me. So you are protected, don't worry. But you know, there's a saying in Lithuanian, it's called atsargagedos nadaro. So it means that when you're being careful, it's not shameful to be careful. That's what it means essentially. So you shouldn't be ashamed for being careful about things and about upping your protection in general, even though you are already protected. I always am really curious about people with brown auras, because I feel like I see a lot of gold and brown in your auras and your future spouses as well. And I never know what that means, like, because I see it a lot, like the brown color in people's auras. I tried looking it up, but I haven't really found anything that resonated. So if you work with colors and if you see colors in people's auras as well, you can maybe let me know what that means for you, and I'll see if that resonates with me. But normally people with my from life experience, people with brown auras were fairly avoidant, or like with just the color brown amongst other colors in their auras, they were fairly avoidant actually. So I'm wondering if you or your future spouse could be on the avoidant side of the attachment spectrum. But yeah, golden aura overall is I mean, it's a great color. Very abundant, very psychic, very like high vibrational. So maybe you just have these like remnants of your past patterns, both of you, still in your aura. Therefore, it's still kind of manifesting in your lives. So again, you're being called to clear what's not serving you anymore and to be aware of your patterns, both of you here. Let's keep going. The rainbow. We've got sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. So you both have found a new way forward in life. I feel like you have really cleared. See, like, beautiful rainbow colors here. It's absolutely amazing. And she's like, this woman isn't above water. I mean, this is a sweet, like, what was it? Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. But yeah, new beginnings. So you've not been together with your future spouse yet. This is a brand new person. And if you came to this reading for a specific person that you're thinking about, it's not them. Just like a little extra confirmation for you guys. So that person who's been avoidant with you, that's not your future spouse. But your future spouse also, maybe they had a pattern of being avoidant in their relationships or their romantic connections in the past, and that's something they will need to keep on working with throughout their life. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Love is the greatest healer, but also is laughter. But so is laughter. That was the correct grammar. I see this person. Wait, I'll show you the picture as well. This deck has like beautiful pictures. I sometimes have you guys choose from these images as well when you pick in your piles. So the playfulness card is a stunning card to get in a reading like this, because you or your person, you don't want to live life like, being stuck up or always grumpy. Your relationship and your marriage is gonna be very fun. That's the only way I can say. I mean, there's no like fancy words here. It's just fun. You kind of are able to embrace your that childhood wonder still. You're able to release your inner children and let them play. You don't have to be serious all the time. And I feel like your future spouse is a very playful person in general. They don't take life too seriously, but not in that way where they don't voice when something's wrong or anything like that. Like when you see those prompts on dating apps, from people when they say, "Oh, I'm looking for someone who doesn't take life too seriously." Usually, they mean that they just don't want you to bring any grievances that you may have with them for like not texting or like flaking last minute, things like that. Like, oh, like this not that serious, don't take it so seriously, blah blah blah. Everything's like a game to them. No, it's not the situation with your future spouse. They're able to just let go and have fun with no strings attached, yes, but they're then able to be serious when they need to be. Like they're serious at their job, for example. They're serious when things get tough. They're serious when you guys need to have a conversation, like a serious discussion about something. But most of all, like they'll be able to just cheer you up. When you're having a bad day, they'll be that person that you can count on to try and cheer you up in every way they can. Well, they're your future spouse, so they will know you. They will know how to cheer you up. But very, very kind energy. Yeah. I don't see like pranks or anything like that, so don't worry. Okay, I see codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So who in this connection has addictions? I don't know, maybe both of you do. It could be addiction to your phone. It could be addiction to sugar. Could be addiction to, I don't know, working out. It doesn't have to be like drugs. Why did I take so long to spell it out loud? But, addictions have many manifestations. Codependency in general, I don't really see that you will be in a codependent relationship, but I do see this person as maybe had enmeshment in their family where you might need to set boundaries with their family because they are too involved in their life. And once you get married, that doesn't fly anymore because then you have a brand new family and you cannot just be not inviting, but your parents cannot just show up unannounced to your house and like just enter your house when your parents cannot just like invite themselves over to your date nights or things. I mean, these things are pretty extreme, but it does happen, you guys. It really does happen. Or like, whenever you have an argument, your future spouse runs to their mom or dad and tells all of your arguments, and then obviously then that puts your parents-in-law in an awkward position where they're not really getting your side of the story, therefore they're getting a portrait of you that's not really that accurate because it's biased. And then they obviously want to defend their child, so it just creates extra problems in relationships when you run to your parents whenever you have an argument with your spouse. So this could be a problem initially in your relationship. I do see them being really close to their family. And there's some addictions here. I just don't know, but we'll keep going. We'll have a look. So we got Taurus, cultivate, number 7. Oh, that's number 2. Why am I seeing number 7? Maybe you or your future spouse's life path number 7, but 2 is a lovely number to get as well. Like, second house is the house of finances, right? So your future spouse could be fairly financially abundant at the time of your meeting and getting together. And we got Aquarius, number 11. Again, number 11. You guys, this is the second time. This is a confirmation. You are on the right path. You are full-blown soulmates. And of course, we got Taurus and Aquarius here. So those could be the zodiac signs, sun, moon, or rising, or Venus of you or your future spouse. So for extra confirmation. We got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Well, someone needed to hear this. Stay optimistic. Don't give up. It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. We've got don't let your past hold you back. South Node. I wonder what's your South Node here. It could be your South Node could be Aquarius or Taurus. This will be highly connected to your past life. My South Node is Gemini, and I was really two-faced in my most recent past life, and I wasn't a really good person, to be honest with you. I had a lot of money, and I had no problem with stealing from people. I had no problem with going behind people's backs. I stole my my mistress's baby, like when we had an affair. I stole the baby from her because she was really poor. And she never saw that baby again. So that's kind of like, and obviously I raised her and stuff. Like I didn't just like give the baby, and like I wasn't like that bad. So I was a really good father to this child, and that was like the one person at my bedside at the end of my life, you know, that my daughter. But this South Node placement is really insightful, because it will have manifested for you as well, most likely, the negative traits of that zodiac sign. So for example, two-facedness, stealing, you know, things like that. All that manifested in my childhood. Not the two-facedness part, but I used to like just steal random stuff, like as a child. Like it was petty things, like a pen, like from classmate or whatever, but and I was like 7, but still, like I don't know, it was just like I brought this from my past life, and I just knew how to do it immediately. So the reason why I went on this side tangent, by the way, I don't steal as an adult. Like I grew out of that, and I mean, I have paid my karma. I've paid more than enough for that. But yeah, it's worth examining your South Node placements, because it will give you an insight of the karma that you have, and your past life in general. Because I mean, you know, we have to be everything in a past life, essentially. I mean, at one point in a past life we were murderers, you know. You have to experience everything to be able to get the lessons from your experiences that your soul needs to move forward and to ascend. So it removes judgment as well from not only others but us, because I feel like we are our harshest critics at some point in our lives. I think you both are working here on yourselves and to be kinder to yourselves, but there's still a little bit of way to go. And of course, you were connected in said past lives. You maybe done some bad things together with your past future spouse. What? My time is just an illusion, eh? With your future spouse in your past lives, I think like you do have karma with them, but I don't see them as a karmic partner for this lifetime, so don't worry. You have still some karma to clear here, but I feel like you're mostly done. That was quite a tangent, eh? So we've got New Life, number 39. We've got Loyal Heart, number 35. And Chopped Woods, number 42. So those could be all of the ages. So for this group, Most of you are in your 30s and 40s. Chop wood. What a weird card to get. Your future spouse could be really handy with their hands. Yes, words, Chris. They could be able to make furniture. They could be able to make little wooden things for the home. I feel like they'll be quite useful in the home in the best way possible. And you're both very loyal people. You will never have to worry about anybody cheating or being dishonest or anything like that. And you will build from scratch. You will build together. I wouldn't even be surprised if your future spouse like literally wants to build a house in the woods or in the countryside or something like that. Build a house, have a couple of chickens. We'll have more than a couple of chickens, but have like animals on the land, you know, grow your own vegetables, grow your own food, whatever. I see like your life will completely transform regardless. It's like you'll be reborn, both of you. Once you clear this last bit of karma that you got, you'll be grand. But look into your South Node placement regardless, please, and learn more about it. It's your responsibility to learn and to do the work. So, yeah, got quite a lot of information here. Let's see what the tarot has to say too. I'm sure we'll get some more. Who your future spouse is. Well, we got quite a lot already, so I'm pretty happy with the outcome. Okay, so we've got King of Pentacles. Well, this is just reaffirming to me the financial stability part. And Six of Cups, again reaffirming the twin flame / soulmate part. Lots of earth placements. Why did I take so long to say that? Lots of earth placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, especially Taurus here. We've got Judgment, we've got Justice. Love the major arcanas. Justice is the karma that you are clearing. And I feel like by meeting your future spouse, getting together with them, you will automatically clear a bunch of karma. Your future spouse could come across as a player. 2 Wands. But they're not. They're very loyal. They're not here to... They're really not here to play around. They're quite stable, it's just the way they look, I think. They're really good looking. So I just see them like looking something like this. Like quite bulky and like... Yeah, I mean, take this as it resonates, the looks part, of course. But, you know, I do see for this group quite a lot of these like quiet confidence kind of type of masculines that you know, like tall with a beard, like quite buff. It doesn't have to be like super buff or anything. If you're not into that, no worries. I mean, just only take it as it resonates. It's like this person is gonna offer you a second chance at life. I don't know who hurt you. I don't know what they did to you, but it definitely made you lose hope in love. And this future spouse of yours, they will restore all of your hope. I mean, you won't need to, you know, worry with them at all. They'll reassure you, they'll give you what you need, they'll be able to cheer you up always. And they are super attractive people in this group. Love that. And I guess like the brown aura could also go back to the earth, right? I do see like really down to earth people here. You're not impressed by money. You're not impressed by statuses. You're not, it's just, nah. Um, they're telling me they're not like your ex at all. Um, yeah, you had an ex that was very manipulative. I wouldn't be surprised if they have NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, just undiagnosed. But this your future spouse is a complete opposite from your ex. And this is a brand new person. Another really strong message. Definitely the masculine is going to make an offer to the feminine here. And that will trigger you. When you first start dating your future spouse, that will trigger you. And them too, because I think you both mirror each other like a lot with your past experiences. It will trigger you like almost like PTSD, like, oh, what if it's gonna be the same as before? But don't worry, it won't. I've given you a lot of descriptions about this person already, so you will know who to look out for. Basically, this person is gonna make everything fair. So the love offer will be fair. It won't be anything too much. It won't be anything too little. This person is not gonna be moving too fast, and but the attraction is gonna be off the charts. You will after the first time you're together in bed, you will immediately be together, like together. So if you get into bed with somebody, and be intimate, if they don't offer you a relationship pretty much immediately after, doesn't have to be like within a day or anything like that, but if they don't offer you a relationship soon after, that's not your future spouse. I mean, you will have a choice in this. You will have free will, but I see that this is your wish fulfillment. I see that you will want to be in a relationship with this person, obviously because they're your future spouse. I see little trips together. I see little weekends away. And listen, like again, listen to your intuition. I see springtime being really significant here as well. Taurus season, Aquarius season, whatever's closer. And don't worry, stop, don't be in your feels. Like when you've been hurt so much and like somebody comes along, you kind of immediately like can become heartbroken, but you break your own heart because you're ruminating in your past and you think, oh, like what if this person just does everything that my ex did and it won't work out and da da da. But no, like this person will take it at a steady pace. They will be consistent. Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. This is your destiny. This is your fortune. They could be at a distance at first, but I don't see like that distance staying. Whatever that may be, it could be like the next town over, but it could be another country. You might need to travel to each other for a bit, but I see that being resolved eventually. It doesn't have to be like huge distance. So this is all that I have for my pile number ones. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you had fun. If you liked it and enjoyed it, please leave a comment, a like, and a subscribe especially. Everything and anything helps the channel grow. And I really appreciate all of your support. And yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day. And I shall see another reading. Bye. Okay, we're moving on to pile number 2. Hi, pile number 2. So I chose the lavender quartz here and the heart protection card with pink fluoride. This is your pile. So you got the number 7 card. So your future spouse could be born in the month of July, or you could be born in the month of July or on the 7th day or any month. And I see a lot of 7s in general for this group. Life path number 7, seeing number 7 a lot. Let me see. I'm not gonna read from the guidebook, but I'll just look at this really quickly about pink fluoride. So it's heart protection, structure, and balance. And this card consists of pink fluorite, amethyst, quartz, and optical calcite. I mean, it's about your heart chakra here. You're definitely very guarded. So is your future spouse. You're both kind of like little guarded, beautiful souls that need to put their heart down and open their heart and shit. So you'll do that, but I do see that both of you really have been through it in your love life. And you're both very intuitive because purple, pink color aura is very intuitive, very cosmic, very star seedy and stuff. So beautiful energies all around. Beautiful energies all around. Let's look at your oracle cards. Metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. So your relationship with your future spouse is going to be nothing like the ones you had in the past. Well, it's your future spouse, so it better not be because it hasn't worked out with other people, right? So it should be different. And it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So maybe you're trying to rush things. You're getting impatient. So they're telling you to stop. And this is your image, by the way. Beautiful image. Then we've got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Well, that makes sense because that is your future spouse after all. And we've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this could be a point of conflict for you guys. We'll keep going. We've got 10th house, authority, number 48. Beautiful mountains as well in this card. Hiking. Could be living in a mountainous area or an area where there's lots of forests, lots of places to go hiking. Your future spouse probably likes hiking too. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn season is fairly significant here. Full moon as well. Whenever the next full moon is for you. Number 33. Chaos and conflict. We've got like a zebra that's got looks like a bit of a giraffe, but it's a zebra. Let's have a look. The zebra is also in the desert. A good sign is that the sky is mostly blue, but there's still some like residue of clouds. I'll show you it again. There's still some residual clouds there. And either both of you or your future spouse have been so conditioned by society that you kind of hid who you are for a long time. It could be due to religious factors. It could be due to like authority figures in your life, whether it's your parents or your bosses, whatever. You had to keep a certain image, both of you, or just your future spouse. And I feel like you will see each other for who you really are. So you're not giraffes, you're zebras. You could maybe look up the spiritual meaning of zebras and giraffes as well for this group. See what it says. I see that you could have been seeing as well a lot of 3-3s and 3-3-3-3s, things like that, just for extra confirmation. But for this group, I feel like you're getting impatient because you've been walking through a metaphorical desert for so long, deprived of love. You've been essentially in a love desert that nothing's been happening, and now you're just deprived of love, and you're being cautioned not to take it from anyone and everyone that will give it to you, because that doesn't mean that this person is going to be compatible, but they're saying that the end of a tough cycle approaches. So keep that in mind, because you're almost there. You're also at the 10th house, right? there are 12 houses. So you're like at the very last stretch of the race. You're like a kilometer away from the edge of the desert, from the end of the desert, where you'll be greeted with civilization, and love and support and everything. But I see that both of you, probably most, I feel like this is a very mirroring energy. You are needing to go through this metamorphosis where you're able to let your authentic self shine, however that may look for you. Maybe you're also a tarot reader and you haven't told anyone. No one in your life knows because you're scared that people may think it's weird. But let me tell you that lots of people will find you perfect just the way you are. You will find your tribe no matter what. Maybe you're actually part of the LGBTQ plus community, but you haven't told your family because they're religious, and they'll disown you, something like that. This is just for one or two of you, because this is not going to be for everyone. But basically, you're being told here to say fuck it to the system and to carve your own path in life. And that is where you both meet with your future spouse, and this is what you're going to connect on. Your journey to your authentic self. I would like to recommend looking at Dr. Nicole LaPera's work. Her first book, I believe, is How to Do the Work, and it's not an easy read, but I would, if you haven't already read it, then I would definitely recommend it. She's also on Instagram. She does like really informative posts as well on Instagram, just for extra inspiration, for extra awareness. So definitely would recommend her. Yeah. Let's have a look at what the tarot has to say. We got the Strength card, exactly. So the Strength card is all about taming that inner beast, but also being friends with it, not just taming it in a sense. It's like letting that inner part of yourself that you've been hiding to become your friend, not something to be ashamed of, to be able to show it off. We've got Five of Wands and we've got Temperance. Could be Sagittarius, or your future spouse could have strong Sagittarius placement, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. Six of Swords. We've got the Magician, and we've got Queen of Swords. Two of Swords here. I mean, you will become closer in your journey to your future spouse once you accept who you really are. And not just accept it, be friends with it and show it off to the world. We've got Two of Swords, Two Coins, Two Wands. That's 3 2s in a row, by the way, which is an angel number, 222. King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. And we've got Queen of Wands under the Queen of Swords. Got Knight of Wands underneath. Your future spouse has a bit of a track record of being a player. In the past, of course, they're your future spouse. You'll be married. I mean, you could be polyamorous in this group. Maybe that's something you just need to accept and be open about. No judgment here. Be yourselves. I love you all. Don't have to be, obviously. If this is not your message, don't take it. I see your future spouse is like a very free spirit overall, like with the Sagittarius energy here and Two Wands underneath it. They're a good team player. You'll be a good team. They're able to work through issues. They're able to look at the mutual goals that you have and to resolve the said issues as well. They will help you with something. Or maybe they already are if you already know each other. either monetarily or physically, be there for you. The Magician, we got Hecate there. I mean, Hecate is with you. She wants you to put more faith in her and work with her more. Because this is a very, like, free-spirited pile, but it's more like dark feminine, dark masculine as well. You both have some demons to fight in you. And you can call on Hecate to help you fight said demons. She will. I mean, because these manifestations haven't been coming to your future spouse and you, of, deep down you both want to get married and stuff. They feel quite burdened. They're not really happy with where they are in their love life at the moment, so that's something they need to work through. But they do need to make a choice as well to just be authentically themselves. Maybe this whole player act is not authentically themselves, it's just something that society has pushed them into. And they need to be a bit more open when dating and stuff, that yes, they are looking for a life partner. Yes, they do want to get married. Yes, they do want, have a family, if that applies to you as well. They need to just own who they are. Or maybe, yes, they are polyamorous, things like that, instead of like cheating, for example. But again, take it as it resonates with each message. It doesn't have to apply to each and every one of you, and it won't. I see that your future spouse is very well traveled. They do like these outdoorsy kind of holidays where, I mean, they might do like huge hiking expeditions. They might have even climbed the Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro, things like that. They're quite adventurous. I feel like their personality reflects it, but also their job as well. They do a fairly free-spirited job that gives them a lot of freedom. I see remote working for a lot of you in this group. Like for your future spouses, I mean. Your future spouse is going to be extremely attracted to you. And they will be compelled to talk to you. And I feel like once you guys meet as well, there's going to be this immense attraction. And they will know that you're the one fairly quickly. It will be an end to a very long cycle. And your future spouse will give you a love offer. They will ask you out. They will be the first to make the move here. Strong earth sign placements as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and strong air placements here as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I do see that, once you reach this point of balance and befriending all aspects of yourselves, then the meeting will be fairly easy for both of you. And your manifestations will be coming, finally. It's just, I feel like your manifestations have taken a long time for both of you to manifest, but it's due to your own doing as well, because until you accept yourself for who you really are, not just in your head, but in your heart, to be able, where you'll be able to openly express who you are, how you are, no matter what that is, it will be different for each and every one of you, then you will be at the other end of your transformation, emotionally and spiritually speaking. I mean, they're also showing me, look at this crown above her head. Your spiritual royalty, both of you, and you need to start acting like it. Because Hecate is with you already, and like, if Hecate is with you, that says a lot. And she literally wants to work with you. So lean on her and it will be okay. You are worthy of love no matter what. And it's coming. It's just a matter of time and a matter of self-acceptance, self-expression, honesty, and dedication to your path and your purpose in life. When you live in your purpose, things just come naturally. You don't have to work for them. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to hustle. Things just come naturally and effortlessly. Help is here. All you need to do is ask for it. And work with that guard stuff in your heart. With the queen of being the queen of swordsies over here. Work with it. Take it out of the cage. Dust it off. That little heart of yours. Beautiful heart of yours. So, this is all that I have for you with pile number 2s. I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments. If you like my vibe, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Everything and anything helps the channel grow. If it didn't resonate, of course, then no worries at all. Just pick another pile, pick another reading. And I shall see you in another reading. I love you guys. See you later. Bye. Alright, so now we're on to pile number 3. Hi, pile number 3. Very, very different energy in this pile. Welcome, welcome. All piles have been really different energies, to be honest with you. So this is your card that you chose. It is number 31. You could be 31 years old. You could be life path number 4. Very like yellow and green auras for you guys. I love it. You could be living in areas where there's like deer and moose, or moose. Doesn't have to be both. Could be living in areas where there's quite a lot of crows recently and ravens. Ravens are so cool. They're like so smart, right? In general, ravens, crows, deer, and moose, they all want to connect with you in a spirit realm. It could be your totem animals, whatever that means. I'm not really well versed about this message, so maybe do your own research. The meanings of said spiritual meanings of said animals as well, and birds. Very creative people here, and very like open-hearted. I feel like your heart is open, so that is a great sign, because that's what we want. We want your heart to be open so you can welcome in the love that's meant for you and the love that's coming. For this group, I feel like you're really, really close. They're telling you wear more green, wear more yellow. If you always wear black, stop it. I don't care that it's your favorite color. Someone needs to hear that. It's like they want you to wear more color, especially green and yellow. I mean, there's lots of like shades as well. You can wear like dark green. Anyway, so we've got gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. And that is paying off. The long game is finally paying off, and the patience is finally paying off for you guys. For both of you, for you and your future spouse. Very patient people here in this group. Love it. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Love each other for who you are. I feel like this person has an idea of their ideal partner and they're a bit too rigid with it. Maybe they want somebody that's like a certain height or certain weight, and they are not willing to look at anyone else. Or maybe they want someone who makes a certain amount of money, does a certain type of job, and they're quite like rigid and inflexible when it comes to anything else. But obviously this is your future spouse, so I feel like you're not their original type, but they'll still be really attracted to you. Of course they will be. We've got Cancer, immerse, number 4. Again, another number 4. Lots of number fours in this group. You could have been seeing a lot of number fours, and of course water sign placements here. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but water and Cancer especially is a very emotional energy. It's very, excuse me, it's again very open-hearted energy, quite intense as well. So give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So I feel like you will choose to give each other a chance with your future spouse, because they could not be your usual type either, but there will be attraction, so don't worry. So building blocks number 28. Building blocks. You could be born on the 28th of any month. You could be born on the 31st of any month, you or your future spouse as well, or the 4th. Confidence is your key to success. New Moon in Leo. And we've got don't let pride get in your way. Full Moon in Leo. So got New Moon in Leo and Full Moon in Leo. So water signs and fire signs here. Cancer and Leo. But this is also like, for me, this is giving like divine counterpart energy. Well, obviously, because this is your future spouse. But it's nice when the cards confirm it, right? You will choose to give each other a chance, and you will build a decent foundation. You will start from the beginning. You will not jump over hoops for each other in the very beginning. You will be realistic, because you waited this long. Might as well not rush into anything, because you have the rest of your lives together. That's how you will be looking at it. You will feel deeply for each other from the start, but you will be building a friendship that will be your foundation for the rest of your lives. No matter what, you will still be friends, and that is beautiful. That is the natural cycles of things, right? Because you're thinking of the long game. Your future spouse is also going to be pursuing you. Maybe, like I said, because they might not be your usual type, you know, you might not be super enthusiastic in the beginning, something like that, or maybe like you'll be not completely sure if that's your person in the beginning, and then you will, once you see that this person is actually serious about you and wants to continue getting to know you, keeps asking you out, you will give them a chance, because you appreciate consistency, you appreciate patience, you appreciate honesty, clear intentions, and they will show you all of that. So mutual values here. Your future spouse has very strong moral compass. They're very strong-willed. When you put their mind to it, they get it done. Two of Swords, Nemesis. I don't know, I'm hearing also from enemies to lovers, like one of those like rom-com kind of situations. I'm not saying you'll be enemies or anything. Like, who has actual enemies nowadays anyway? Like, damn. I mean, it's possible, obviously. Then we got the Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. I mean, you see me shuffle on camera. These are lovely cards. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. There we go. So the feminine in this connection could be, could have strong water sign placements. I'm getting blocked throat chakra though here for this group, because struggling to speak a little bit. So communication could slightly be a challenge in the beginning. Maybe you're overcritical of each other. Maybe you're not delivering said criticism well, and that's not received well, and it creates more challenges than it has to. I've got Six of Wands. Great energy. Very successful, both of you. I feel like you'll build an empire together. Power couple vibes. But yeah, very interesting energy overall. I've got the Queen of Wands. Got the Hermit. Yeah, I mean, you've been single, or your future spouse has been single for a while. So they're now in their hermit energy, hermit era, where they're kind of keeping to themselves. They know they're not going out much. They're a bit of a homebody. and you will bring each other out of your hermit mode, and you will come together. I feel like your future spouse is taking time just to heal, to work on themselves at the moment. They're definitely single at the moment of this reading. And I'm hearing they were either engaged in the past or married. So they might be divorced, or they had to break off an engagement in the past. So they might just still be, you know, not rushing into anything. We've got 10 of Wands there. Death at the very bottom. I mean, death is a good card. Very transformation, like energy. I don't really see it as super negative here, so it's all good. I mean, your connection is going to start small, and I feel like you will start as friends in the beginning. Little by little, you might even help each other through something, you know. For example, if your future spouse is confiding in you about their divorce or their breakup, you might, you know, give them advice, things like that. It doesn't have to be super recent, but you know, with these things, it takes time to heal, so it's only normal. And I feel like you'll just form a beautiful connection here. The masculine is younger than the feminine in this connection, but I do see a very successful marriage and a very successful life. The only thing here is that the ex, the fire sign ex, because the ex is coming through as a fire sign as well as your future spouse. Your future spouse also has strong earth placements and strong fire placements. So it could be a bit of a challenge in the beginning. I don't know if there's children involved. I don't see any, but there is Page of Swords underneath this card here. So that might be a factor for your future spouse. They have a child with someone else, and that will add burdens to your connection and your marriage. You know, life is not perfect. Situations are not perfect. And maybe that's why, you know, they're not your usual type. If, for example, normally you wouldn't go with someone with children, but with this one you might go. But this is just for a few of you, the child involved. It's not going to be for everyone, but I do see the ex will be playing some sort of a part in their life in the beginning. But because you're starting off as friends, it's okay as long as you communicate properly. And again, you know, the whole criticism thing. If you have a problem with their ex, the way you bring it up is very important here, because you don't want to be coming across as controlling and, you know, things like that. But you do need to be confident in what you want and how you want your relationship to be, and to communicate that still. Like, boundaries is extremely important, setting boundaries. So I do see that this will be a point of transformation for your relationship, a turning point, if you will. Overall, like I said, very successful marriage. I want to take a couple more cards because I don't want to leave it with X message me. Like, it's a bit full on, isn't it? You want to, I mean, we are looking at the real picture here and stuff, but you will have a child with your future spouse, and overall a very happy life. So who is your future spouse? They could already be a parent. They are a very optimistic person, very down to earth. Again, a fairly slowly moving connection here, but that's fine. Currently they are single, and when you meet them, they are single. Like, you won't be having like an emotional affair with anybody. Don't worry with that. It's just that their ex is still present in their life in some form or another, and that will, once you figure that part out, it will be fine, and you'll be able to plan your own family, whatever that may look like, and just have a positive life overall. And yeah, patience, not rushing into anything is important. Giving each other a chance, giving each other the benefit of the doubt is important here as well. But you already do. You're a very kind-hearted, very empathetic person. Your future spouse could look something like this. Your future spouse could look something like this. This guy looks a bit like Sammy Hewen, doesn't it? I guess something like this as well. This guy looks very young though. It's something like this as well. Okay, I think this is all that I have for you. My pile number 3 is lovely energy. Just keep going, keep staying patient. It's okay, it will be fine. Again, you know, nothing in life is all good or all bad. Everything's a bit of everything. Yin and the yang of life, you know, so it's only normal that different messages come through. And yeah, let me know how it resonated in the comments. If it did, great. If it didn't, just pick another pile, pick another reading, you know. It's no worries at all. And thank you so much for all of your support. It really means a lot, especially your subscribes. As a small channel, all the new subscribes mean a lot. So thank you again, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye guys.